How to do a headstand inversion is what we're going to be exploring today. Hi Angel, I'm Cece, your yoga teacher and the creator behind the Posture Paradise Studio, your online safe space to transform self-consciousness caused by poor posture into self-confidence in as soon as 30 days. If you have a neck hump, maybe you have rounded shoulders, or is it a double chin, or maybe you have flat feet. Whatever it is, Posture Paradise is waiting to correct it. Whenever you're ready, go to the description, tap on that link, and I can't wait to flow with you. Alright, headstand. Headstand in Sanskrit, which is the oldest language of the world and the language in which yoga is written, is called Sirsasana. Sirsasana is actually my favorite inversion simply because it's more accessible in comparison to a handstand, Scorpio, and all that fancy stuff out there. Personally, I do a headstand every day for a minute, and that's because when you're upside down, the blood flow towards your brain increases, and this forces the neurons through which the blood gets into your brain to narrow down in order to control the blood flow. That narrowing down basically strengthens them, keeps them more active, improving their function. There's also an argument that being upside down flushes out your old neural pathways, thinking patterns, creating room and space for new thinking patterns. So think of creating and cultivating new habits. That's why I like to do it, and quite frankly, every time I come out of a headstand, I feel more relaxed, grounded, calm. Basically, I get into rest and digest. I hope I've persuaded you into making a headstand a daily ritual. That said, let's get into it. So this is how I get into a headstand. Right from the start, I never used a wall to land my headstand, and that's exactly how I'm going to teach it to you. So you interlace your fingers. It's important that you have good cushioning, otherwise it's too much on the head. So I like to make a double fold with my mat. Yeah, that's pretty good cushioning. And now we interlace the fingers like that because the head is going to go in between this space here, and then it's going to have the protection of the palms. And we reach for opposite elbows before putting the hands down because we want a really good and firm foundation. And when we go upside down, it's the crown of the head that touches the ground in between your palms. So we've set the foundation, and from here we're going to release the crown of the head. The crown of the head is into the ground. It feels firm. When I lift up my knees, I don't feel like there's too much pressure on my head. And now facing my thighs, from here I'm going to lift the knees up, yeah? And when I lift the knees up, I have to elevate in the shoulders, yeah? I don't want to collapse because then that's more pressure on my head. You have to elevate in the shoulders, pull them away from the ears. So basically your forearms are working. And then I'm going to walk the feet forward. As I walk the feet forward, I'm going to engage my Uddiyana Bandha, that is the abdominal log. I do that by drawing the navel towards the spine, basically a suction, yeah? And then breathe. It's important to stay relaxed. From here, I will try one leg up and then bring it back down and second leg up. Yeah, the entire time I'm fully aware of my body. I keep taking sweeps from my toes, through my shoulders, navel is towards the spine, Uddiyana Bandha. And then when I'm okay with that, I'll lift one leg up, and this lift is possible by engaging the arms, pushing the elbows into the mat, and at the same time drawing the navel towards the spine. So when you draw the navel towards the spine, you're basically locking in the energy, the fire, and it's that fire that enables you to lift the legs. So the legs lifting is because of the engagement of the core, okay? Let's try again. Reaching for opposite elbows, interlacing the fingers, and releasing the crown of the head in between my palms, shoulders away from the ears, they are not depressed. And now from here, I lift the knees up, navel towards the spine, walk forward, and then it's that drawing of the navel towards the spine that's lifting the legs up. Feel free to hold it here. And remember to breathe. You want to be like a skyscraper when it's windy. It moves with the wind, yeah? and all the way up. See my navel, it's towards the spine. That's where the stability is coming from. And look at the shoulders, away from the ears. That way I don't feel pressure on my head. Yeah. I usually stay here for a minute, breathing. If it's shaky the way mine is, that's a good thing. That means you're not holding on to tension. You're a skyscraper, a gorgeous skyscraper. Woohoo! And coming out again, more engagement in the Uddiyana Bandha, and then bringing the legs down. Yes. And knees into the mat, slowly lifting up. I like to take my time because I easily get dizzy. And when I feel more balanced, sometimes I put one fist on top of the other and let my forehead rest. When I feel more balanced, because now the blood flow is coming back to normal flow. And now from here, I'm going to suck the kneecaps in, lift the heels up, tailbone is tucked in, navel is towards the spine. And when I'm ready, I'm going to come out, release, and that's it. Just a recap of everything we've gone through. First, we interlace the fingers, create a firm foundation, reach for opposite elbows to measure, and then the crown of the head goes in between, actually right in front of the interlaced fingers. So the back of the head or whatever is next to the crown of the head is more or less leaning into our interlaced palms. And then from there, we draw the shoulders away from the ears. So the foundation is firm, the neck is nice and long, there isn't too much pressure on the head, yeah? Then we engage the Uddiyana Bandha, navel towards the spine at the top of the exhale. Inhale, exhale, whoo. That is how you practice the abdominal lock. And that is when it's like almost at 100. But here, we just like at the top of the exhale, lightly engage it, I would say like 5% of the Uddiyana Bandha, and then using that energy in the core that we've locked in, we lift the legs up and keep breathing the entire time. All right, thank you so much. Let me know if this was helpful in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up, and if you would like to practice with me on a deeper level, correct your posture, then you're going to go to the description to enroll in the Posture Paradise Studio. I can't wait to flow with you.